Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel Earth to Spirit, where I go from earth up to spirit and bring us back down some messages. I originally wanted to do a reading about finances and money and kind of see where we were all at for the 2022 year. But as soon as I picked up the first deck, I knew I had to do a love and romance reading. So I guess that is what the masses want, or maybe it's what I want. Anyhow, I have 3 piles for everybody. I have pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. You can go ahead and pause the video, sit and see which one you're more attracted to. It could be more than one. Maybe it's all 3. Who knows? Pick a pile and I will link the timeline down below so that you can skip right ahead to your pile. And I hope everybody enjoyed their holidays and I will talk to you later. Bye. All right, pile 1. So I am going to dust everything off here. I burned some sage, so now of course there's ash everywhere. All right, so for those of you that chose pile 1, which is malachite and healing, I am seeing 2 people coming together. And I'm also seeing 2 ideals, 2 values, also the old you and the new year. The old you, the new you coming together in the new year. So I see healing taking place between your old self and your new self, or healing your old self to bring in your new self. There's a lot of layers here to get to the heart. So this is definitely your heart chakra is going to be opening up in 2022. For sure. I see you are releasing a lot of toxic self-talk. Toxic self-behaviors, I guess all behaviors. So, you're just releasing a lot of negative thoughts pertaining your self-worth, surrounding love, surrounding being with somebody, having a partner in your life. You're releasing that. It's all you. Some of you haven't necessarily felt complete without somebody, and that's been something you've been really working on. That's a lot of your shadow work that you've been doing, is realizing that you are complete. Adding somebody into your life is just icing on the cake. I'm sorry, drink some water. It's just icing on the cake, and you are the cake, baby. You are the best part. You know, like without the cake, what are you eating? You're just eating icing, right? You don't need that person. They're just the icing to your cake. It's a weird analogy. Maybe I want sugar. So let's just jump right in and see what else there is. Oh, so full moon in Virgo, you are good enough. Blue moon, believe in the impossible. So with these 2, I'm definitely seeing these 2 being together for sure. You're healing those toxic thoughts that you aren't good enough without somebody, that you are incomplete without a partner. You're really realizing that's a load of BS. That's just society telling that you need somebody, or people in your life telling you that you need somebody because it enriches your life, or for security, or so that you could have a baby and get married and buy a house and do all of those things. You're starting to realize that that's not your path, and that's okay. Like, look how beautiful she is alone. And I know some of you are watching and you don't identify as female, or you're not female, but this is feminine energy for sure. You are healing the feminine energy in you that feels not good enough without outside love coming in. I'm not saying men can't feel that, but that I feel like that's feminine. That's the energy that's here right now. You're healing your divine feminine. It's very beautiful. Believe in the impossible. So maybe you felt like you would never attract somebody based on who you were. Oh, I'm not pretty enough. Oh my gosh, I'm too chubby. Oh my gosh, I have 2 left feet because I can't dance, and nobody's going to dance with me. I just am hearing spirit, like they're just holding your hand right now and just looking at you, and they're saying, I wish you could see us or see you through our eyes because you are so beautiful. And you feel like believing that you are beautiful is impossible because you haven't felt that way in a while. And it's not beautiful on the outside. It's beautiful on the inside. It's like beauty in who you are and what you have to offer the world. You haven't been feeling lately. You've been feeling kind of left out in the cold, like everything is icy, like your heart has been kind of icy, but our hearts are healing. We've got this energy here with us. Moonstone cycles. So this, I'm seeing all of your chakras in this one. And this one is basically just saying that this cycle of not feeling good enough is coming to an end because you've done the shadow work for it. So you are able now to close this chapter in your life and move on to another cycle, right? You may find that everything happens kind of in repetition in life. And if you don't learn your lesson, it's going to come back around. But this is a cycle you're closing. And I do feel that for those of you that are not in a relationship, there is one coming. But your biggest focus on 2022 is the relationship with yourself, because you're not done there. But I feel like you are opening your heart, and because you've been opening your heart, you are letting the universe know that you are ready for love. And because you're additionally healing yourself and giving yourself more self-love, your cup is full. I'm seeing the Ace of Cups. Like your cup is full. So now your cuppeth runs over and you're able to give. You can't, give love if you don't love yourself. So I really feel that you are closing this cycle of negative self-doubt. And for those of you that are in a relationship or in a relationship or you're married, you are taking time in 2022 for yourself. You're like, yeah, you know what? We're good. Our love is good. Our marriage is good. I need to start loving myself more. Or you're realizing that there's a bit of a disconnect in your marriage. So you're going back to figuring out where the disconnect is coming from inside of you. And then you're going to heal it, and then ultimately heal the relationship you're in as well. There's going to be a better exchange of love once you are able again to start focusing on yourself and your self-love. Rise above it. It's not yours to carry. You are an empath. How can you detach from the drama? So how can you detach from this negative thinking? How can you detach from society telling you what you're supposed to be doing with your life? You're not an old crone. Maybe you're 40 and you're like, I'm single. Who cares? Who cares? That's what they're saying. You're not single. You got yourself forever. You have yourself forever. You are your best friend. And you're not going to be single forever. That's your negative self-talk, and that's you closing, that's you icing your heart again. That's you being in a glacier. But rise above it. It's not yours to carry. Those thoughts aren't yours. If you're feeling pressured to be in a relationship, if you're feeling pressured to be married, that's not yours. That's the other people's insecurities and their fears. Look at you up here. You're like figuring out a math equation. You're like, you've got this big bright idea, and it's raining on you and you only. So that goes back to you. Sorry, they're showing me weird. Like this new burst of energy, this new burst of love, this new burst of just happiness that you're feeling towards yourself is amazing. And I really feel like that's what 2022 is when it comes to romance and partnerships. Once you start focusing more on loving yourself and uncovering your layers, the love that's coming in will be crazy. And it's not just necessarily going to be, dating websites are going crazy for you. It's going to be all of a sudden you have more friends. People are coming to you at the coffee shop and talking to you more just out of the blue. Like you are so magnetic. But don't worry about what society is saying. Just keep doing you. And as long as you're doing that in 2022, 3 + 7 is 10. You got a brand new beginning and universe is backing you up. Express yourself creatively. Start something new. What creative pursuit do you feel drawn to? Look at all this pink, all this love, all this self-love. Again, it looks like the sun is radiating upon this person. This person is starting to feel the love, the beauty that's around them. And you are ready to start a new relationship. That's where this creative, why can't I say creative? That's where this creative energy is coming in. It's because you're creating space for somebody. You're creating space for somebody to love you. That's what I'm seeing, is that the love's coming to you. 9. So that's the end of a cycle. Look, this person's feeling the love. They realize now at the end of this cycle that they are what's most important, and loving themselves first is key. Like, look at this rainbow gem. And then look at this rainbow light. You have the universe backing you up 100%. Your ancestors are with you. You have ancestors that are giving you love and guidance through this because they've been through the same thing, just in a different time, in a different way. Time to go. Yeah, this is no longer serving you. This old stagnant energy is no longer serving you. It's time for you to see what's beyond, what's in this other room that you haven't explored, what's behind the door. It's time for you to, again, 5 + 4 is 9. So it's time for you to go. This cycle is done. Your cycle is done. You dunsies. It's over. You realize that you've been wasting time feeling not good enough for other people because you are starting to realize that really it's only you need to impress. Who cares? Go color your hair rainbow. Go get a lip piercing. If it makes you feel good, it makes you feel good. If somebody else doesn't like it, too bad. It's not them. And that's kind of where you're starting to, like, the energy you're opening your eyes more to is that this is your life and you can choose to live it how you want. You don't need to listen to the way society tells you you need to live. And in doing this, you're going to open your heart because you're going to realize that you're not doing anything wrong. You don't need somebody. It's like a weird jumble of words, I know, but you feel like you need somebody because society, and you feel pressure. But once you realize that you don't need that person and loving yourself is enough, in 2022, a person is coming to you. It's like, you know, they always say, oh, we were trying so hard for a baby for 10 years and then I stopped trying and bam, I got pregnant. It's like that. It's like you're not trying anymore. You're focusing on you. So the universe is like, hell yeah, she's focusing on her, on him, whoever you are. They're focusing on themselves. So we are going to help them. We're going to give them gifts so they keep feeling good. Orphaned, number 5. So yeah, you don't need to be alone. You've been feeling like you need to be alone. And you're realizing that you have pushed a lot of people away and you're kind of sitting above everybody. You're like sitting up. You are sitting and watching over everybody. Kind of feels like you're just watching everybody live their life with spouses and going on dates. And you're like, no, it's fine. I'm just all by myself. Nobody loves me. I'm not good enough. I'm all on my own. Why would anybody love me if I can't even love myself? But you're done that. Spirit is telling you that you know you're done this. You are done feeling orphaned. You're done feeling like you don't have a family, like you've been deserted. Because you've deserted yourself. And now you are realizing that. So now it's like I could see you holding your own hand now. You're giving yourself self-love, self-care, compassion. And it's really beautiful. You might not know now, but you will. Think of someone very, very special to you. Now feel yourself bursting with love for them. Now mentally shower, drench, and soak them in that love. Now mentally shower, drench, and soak yourself in my love. Now feel it always, the universe. So yeah, to love somebody, to shower somebody with your love and your affection, you need to do it to yourself too. You also need to feel the universe's love. You need to realize you're not alone in this world and that you can manifest. You can manifest whatever you want. If you want love, manifest love. But it's not going to be a good love until you are in a place where you're ready to accept love. If they once loved you, they still do. Thanks for every single time you ever fell in love. Whether or not it was obvious, whether or not it lasted, and whether or not you were loved back, it changed everything. Actually, you're always loved back. You changer, the universe. That's really cute. So just really take a step back and think of what it is you want. Think of what it is you want in a spouse. Think of what it is you want to give a spouse, a partner. Think about who you want to be and how you want to show up in a relationship. Start outlining goals for your relationship. Start writing out the perfect partner you want, what they look like, how they smell. I don't know, smell, I guess, is important. Just start paying attention to what it is you want, and you will manifest what it is you want. So I'm going to draw a couple tarot cards. We'll just shuffle them on camera, see what comes out. But I feel very much like you are just beginning to love yourself this year again. You've been putting everybody else before you. You've been very burnt out with this pandemic, obviously, and it's time for you to get back in the swing of things. It's time for you to go back and start loving and accepting love and knowing you're worthy of love. Okay, so we have One of Wands energy. So what is it that you want to create? Where is it you want to put your energy? Like I remember the, no, sorry, it's gone. It'll come back. One of Wands energy. So just think about what it is you want to attract. Think about this baby you want to create. You know, whether it be an actual baby, think about the baby you want to create. This is saying that you are, if you want to have a baby, the baby is there. If you want this baby to be a new relationship with somebody, it's coming. Your ancestors are here with you. They are passing on the lessons they've learned in love and learned in self-love to you. It's yours to create. This whole world is yours to create. If you want a partnership and you want love, it's there. You know it's there. Deep down, you know it's there. Number one, again, the Magician, inner skills. So yeah, what are you creating? I see you sitting down and writing down. My ideal partner has dark brown hair, blue eyes, long eyelashes, drives a Tesla, and makes $1 million a day. And in writing that, you will start to manifest it. If it's what you really want, you will start to create it, materialize it out of thin air. The spouse you want is there. You just have to align yourself with them. 9 of Pentacles, rewards. So you got a lot of wands. You got a lot of wands. You got a lot of 9s. So you are really, really at the end of a cycle here of ending your your negative self-talk, and you are opening up your heart again and realizing that, yes, you have had heartbreaks, and yes, they have destroyed you, but also in that pain, there's been so much healing, and it's led you to who you are now. So if you're happy with who you are now, you know, you should be happy with the things that have happened to you because they've made you who you are. You know, if you didn't suffer those previous heartbreaks, you wouldn't know you wouldn't know how to love yourself. If that person didn't cheat on you, you wouldn't know the signs you need to notice that you are diminishing your light and that you are turning on the blinders to things, you know, because I feel like there's just always signs that show us where we need to be going in life. And if we put on our blinders and don't pay attention to it, you're still going to get where you need to go. It's just going to be a lot harder. So they're saying, open up, release, tell us what it is you want, write it out, end this cycle. The rewards are coming to you. The rewards literally being fruit, literally being birth, creativity, newness. And the bottom of the deck, you have the 3 of Swords. So disappointment in reverse. It's done. Look at this disappointment. It's done. This heart that you're holding, it's like it has had damage in the past, but it hasn't pierced. Your heart's strong. It's pushing that bad nail back out. You've been through some stuff, but you are gold now. The disappointment is over. The universe is ready to give you good. You have to do the work, though, to start loving yourself more. And it sounds like such a easy thing to do, but it's not easy. But that's really what I see for pile 1 for 2022 love and romantic relationships, is focus on yourself first. You know, I know I've said it before, but RuPaul is right. You can't love somebody if you don't love yourself first. That's a big paraphrase. Anyhow, pile 1, that's all I have for you today. I hope this reading resonated, and I hope you're all doing great out there. And I will see you at my next video. Bye. Hello, Pile 2. Welcome to your reading for the 2022 Love and Romantic Partnerships and Connections. Bound chicka bow wow. Just drinking some water. Okay, so for those of you that chose Pile 2, you got, I don't know what that word is, crocoite, crocoit. Anyhow, I see why you chose this. I see you, Pile 2. I see you. Initially, I'm getting that you are ready for something new. You are ready for the passion. The last 2 years have just made you feel bored and stifled and lame, and you are ready to get on the okay, you're ready to get on the bull and ride it. You are ready to just go. And I'm not saying that sexually. I'm like, it's a weird vision, but you are ready to go. You are ready to grab the bull by the horns and take charge. I see some of you are in relationships, and the where you've been with your relationship, the energy you've been in, you're done with. It's been stagnant, it's been boring, and you're feeling like it is time for a sexual awakening. Whew. Pile 2, I like you. Let's see what else you got. A win-win outcome is forecast. Okay, so I'm seeing female reproductive organs here. So I am seeing that for those of you, if you are, I'm just going to say it, if you are going to be more active in this area, be it single or be it with somebody, you need to be careful because you are very fertile. Fertile. I cannot talk today, by the way, okay? So yeah, those of you that are wanting to have a baby, this is a very good sign that babies are going to happen, and you know you need something to make a baby. Anyhow, a lot of pink, a lot of purple. Spirit is with you. The love is there. For those of you that are in a relationship, it's like you can't go wrong right now. Right now, you are riding high. You are sailing high. You are whatever that term is. You are in a great spot in your life. That's not to say you're not going through, you know, your day-to-day anxieties and big stresses in life. But overall, I feel like things are going really well for you. If you are one of my single friends, you are happy to not be in a relationship, but you would also be happy if a relationship came to you. It's like you are happy either way, win-win either way. If you're single, you're like, that's okay. There's plenty of fish in the sea. If you're in a relationship, you're like, hey, hello. I'm ready whenever you are. So it's like a win-win. There's no negative right now when it comes to your love life. It's coming to you. A new romantic cycle begins. Look at this, full new moon in Libra, and then you got a full moon in Libra. So everybody look up Libra stuff. I'm not too good on my astrology yet, so just go look at that. Again, with the scales, because Libra, I am seeing an empty womb. So for those of you that are wanting a baby, here it is. The light's being shined on it. A new romantic cycle is beginning for my friends that are single as well. Because you are inviting this energy in. If you want it, it's there. Not, even going to try and pronounce that name. Let's bring it up here so you can look at it. So, new beginnings. A new romantic cycle begins. New beginnings. A win-win forecast is, oh man, it's really good. Pile 2, your energy is like, I am enjoying it. You guys are just living it. You're like the ladies in Sex and the City on a night out. Sorry, I've been watching a lot of TV. I am really seeing that pile 2, whatever it is you are wanting in your love life, now is the time to make it known. If there's something that, you know, in the bedroom you're not happy with, or you're wanting to try and you're wanting to experiment, now is the time. Now is 100% the time to bring it in. Tell your partner this is what you want to do. Get their consent. I don't think it's going to be hard to get their consent. And whatever it is you're wanting to bring in, it's coming. Whatever it is you want. Some of you, I see for some of you, it's maybe wanting an open relationship. You have a lot of raw sexual passion, a lot of raw sexual energy, and you find it hard for it to be confined to one person. So perhaps you're wanting to expand out. And it has nothing to do with love. It's not because you don't love your partner. It's because you love them so much. But sex is different from love. I mean, they definitely meet and they are in harmony if they are in harmony, but they are also completely different things. And that's what Spirit's saying for some of you. And I don't think that it's going to be taken badly. I think perhaps your partner's also been thinking about a switch up in the relationship in some way. For some of you, I'm seeing going on a romantic, like a honeymoon or a romantic trip to a beach. Yeah. All right, what else you guys got? What else? The collective field is impacting you. Unseen forces in action. How can you relinquish control of the situation that feels blocked? So what is it that you are wanting? And what are the blockages that are preventing you from getting there? So for those of you that are wanting to have a more sexually active marriage, where is the block that is preventing you from telling your partner you want this? Where has the blockages in the past been where you felt that you aren't worthy to ask for what you want? I do not feel like this is a negative card. I don't think that any of your relationship or anything is out of control. I think if anything, you're very in control, and you can kind of actually maybe even step back a little bit from it and go with the flow more when it comes to your relationships. Because something new is coming. Whatever this is that you're unhappy with, that you want to be bringing in, you just need to visualize it. You need to make it a reality, because your visualization right now is very strong. So you're able to manifest what it is you want because you're on such a high right now. So 3 + 8 is 11, and then you get an 11. Everything is a reflection. Hold up the energetic mirror. What do you need in your life that you're not currently getting? How can you relinquish control of the situation that feels blocked? What do you need in your life that you're currently not getting? So while you're riding this high right now of grabbing the bull by the horns, getting what it is you want, using that Aries energy to your advantage, what is it that you want? What is that block because you're going to break it down. Those horns are going to break down whatever this blockage is, but you have to identify it first. So for those of you that are in a relationship, where are the blockages that are leading you to feel not unsatisfied, but wanting more? And for those of you that are single, what else in your life is it that you want first? Because perhaps it's you are single and you want to bring more people in your life so that you could do things, but perhaps you're not getting out. Perhaps you stay at home all the time and watch Netflix reruns. So what is it that you're not doing actively to make it so that your romance and your love are like, why are they feeling so stagnant? Like, what can you do to make that river start flowing again? Trust your faith. Dive into the unfolding journey. What is your faith asking of you? So for some of you, I'm also seeing that you've been happy being single. You've been happy being not tied down to one person. You've been happy living the Lone Ranger life and, you know, getting what you want when you want from who you want. And you haven't been hurting people. You've just been enjoying it. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. But it feels like there's something now that feels a little off about it. It's like you're riding this high. You feel the love around you, but it still feels like something's missing. So I think that for some of my single friends, you are wanting a relationship now. And it's coming. It'll be here. There's this new beginning here. It's ready for you. You just need to figure out what the block is that has brought you to this point. It's like you are at the beginning of this journey. You have all of these people behind you, and you are like, wow, I feel so grateful for everything I have, but I feel like there's just something missing. And I think it's right around the corner. You just don't see it yet. And it's like Spirit's not showing you, because it doesn't matter. Regardless of what's happening, regardless of what's around the corner, it's good for you. A stranger than strange, preponderance to ponder. Those in great relationships aren't always those who are good at relationships. And those in challenging relationships aren't always those who are bad at relationships. Oh, see? Wow. Even though I used preponderance ineptly, this one is really good. Please ponder the universe. Give yourself much more credit. So maybe that's where you're stuck. Is you feel like you've been riding this high, so you feel like you can't get any higher. Nothing better can come. But it can always get better. Don't stop selling yourself short. You're selling yourself short. The discontentment you're feeling is that you feel like you are ready for more, but then you're also feeling guilty. Like, oh my gosh, no, I'm so happy in my marriage. Like, you know what? I'm good. We have sex twice a week. Everything's good. But really, you want to do it every single day. But you're just not letting yourself get there. Or you're like, no, my single life is great. I get it when I want it. I bring in who I want when I want, and I'm in complete control of my life. Well, are you in control? Nobody is really in control with their life. And when you are in control, sometimes you're grasping onto things so tightly that there's just no air for it to breathe. There's no room for spirit to give you more. They can't add anything to your soup. They're just showing me soup boiling. They can't keep adding stuff, adding flavor to your life if you close the lid. No, I'm happy with things the way they are, because I'm scared that if I do anything, if I rock the boat, I'm going to lose it all. You're not going to lose it all. It's a win-win outcome. No matter what, win-win outcome is forecast. Gosh, I cannot talk. Do something new, something different. Ever notice how it's easier to fall in love and to be fallen in love with when you're busy? Ever notice how it's easier to fall in love and be fallen in love with when you're busy? So get out there. Get out and see what it is you're missing. Go out and do something new. Go take a pole dancing course. Go take a glass blowing class. Go do something different, because it's going to spark more passion, more energy in your life, more raw sexuality. And it's not even necessarily sex. It's the passion. It's the fire that it creates. It's the spark, the creation. And I feel like that's what you're missing a little bit too, is outside influences that feed your creativity. So we've got milk and honey, little elephant, and then you've got message in a bottle. Okay, so what Spirit's trying to tell you is embedded in your intuition. It has a lot to do with emotions and love. They have a message of love for you. This is the universe bringing you your message in a bottle, your person in a bottle, your relationship, or the newness that you're wanting. They're bringing it to you, and they're bringing it through water, through emotions, through feelings, through intuition. So tap into that more, and you will start to feel guided in different ways and guided to different things, which will in turn give you so much more raw passion and energy and creation. And it's just going to keep sparking your spark. Milk and honey. So in this one, I'm seeing that life is G, a win-win outcome. You have milk or you have honey. Both are great. Both taste great. Both work. Count your blessings. You've got a 1 and a 5 here, and you got a 5 and a 1. So you got 6. So go out and do things with family, with your friends. Go enjoy the fruits of your labor. Go enjoy the life that you are living, the life that you've cultivated for yourself, because it's amazing. And Spirit wants to remind you that there's absolutely nothing wrong with what you've been doing and where you are in your relationships. And feeling like you want something more, there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. Doesn't mean you're not grateful for what you have now. And they just want to remind you that the universe is ever supplying. There's enough money for everybody. There's enough friends for everybody. There's enough partners for everybody. There is enough. There's more than enough. So they just want to remind you to be patient. Your message is coming. Your career can only move so fast. They can only move as fast as you if you're trusting your faith. and if you're reflecting on yourself and what it is you want to bring in. Reflecting on how happy you are and how grateful you are for what you do have, for how amazing your life is right now, and for the new cycles that are coming in and the cycles that are ending for you. I love it. It feels very good. Like, it doesn't feel bad at all. I really think in 2022, your love and partnerships are coming in ways that you haven't previously thought about. Some of you are resistant to the idea of being in a relationship or of being in love. And you want to be promiscuous. You want to play the field because you enjoy it. And go do it. But also, I feel like some of you now are like, well, there is like one person that I really like, but also like, can I have them, but also like be me? Yes. But also, some things will naturally die. Some energies will naturally end when you bring in new energy. And I think you're afraid of that. We're all afraid of that. But it's good. Nothing bad is happening. It's all going to be win-win. It's all going to be milk and honey. So we're going to draw some tarot cards here for pile 2's love and romantic partnerships and connections for 2022. All right. 6 of Cups again. Memories, family, friends. Remembering how amazing your life is and what you want to bring in. It's always okay to take a moment and think about your past. Just don't stay there. Think about all the experiences that have made you who you are. Look at this seashell in her hair. Look at this message in a bottle that's coming. Everything is already woven together. You're not really in control of anything. Sorry. But 6 of Cups memories. So just celebrate what it is you have so that you can align yourself with the universal energy of more. If you're grateful with what you have, the universe wants to give you more. They want to give you more relationships. They want to give you more people in your life. They want to give you more security even. If that's what you want, that's what's there. And then you have the 1 of Cups fondness. So yeah, like I said, you've got a lot of water, a lot of love, healing, intuition, emotions. That's beautiful, fondness. So this 1 of Cups is just showing that you are ready for love that's been, you are ready for a love that's bigger than the love you've been feeling. You are ready for a love that is deeper than the love you've been feeling. There's nothing wrong with the love you've been feeling or what you've been doing, because there's no such thing as bad love. If someone's in an abusive relationship, there's no love. That's not love, right? There's no bad love. It's all like love is surrounding you so much right now. So tap into this energy, tap into this newness. Your cup is full, so you're ready to start pouring it out. It's like same message I had with group 1. You have a lot when it comes to partnerships and love, and you know this, and you feel very blessed, but you're also feeling like you want more. So let it come. This is the beginning of your journey, of your emotions, of your of love and sorry. They're very excited. I feel very excited and sweaty for you. There's something new coming for you guys, and they want to tell you to not block it when it comes to you. It's going to feel foreign. It's going to feel scary, but it's going to be the best thing for you in this life. And your bottom of deck energy is the same as pile 1, which is really weird. 3 of Swords, disappointment in reverse. You're not going to be disappointed by this newness that's coming to you. It's going to be very foreign, but that doesn't mean it's bad. It means it's new. It means it's exciting. It means there's things that you could learn. Don't worry. This dark space behind you is what you're kind of fixated on. But look at the growth in front of you. It feels very good, pile 2. It feels, the spirit just wants to let you know to not be afraid of what's coming to you. They know how grateful you are. They know that you love your life, and they are not going to change it for the worst. The newness that's coming towards your love and romance in 2022, you're going to be feeling new connections that you didn't think were possible, and your life is going to be completely different in 6 months when it comes to love. I hope that this resonated with you. I hope you come back in a year and tell me what's happened, because I'm very interested to know, because pile 2 is very exciting. Anyhow, I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, leave a comment or like the video, and I will see you for the next one. Bye. Hello, pile 3. Welcome to your reading today for 2022's love and romantic partnerships and connections. Woo! Brand new year, new you, new year, blah, blah, blah. All right. So we start right away with Opal. I am seeing joy. I am seeing celebration of where you've come from and where you're going. I see you having gone through massive transformations when it comes to love. Not all of it has always been good. There's been a lot of ups and downs, a lot of peaks and valleys, there's just been a lot. But you are now at a place where you feel joy. You see all of the mistakes that were made in the past, and you're able to see the beauty in it now. You're able to see the silver lining in it. And I just see you really sitting in joy, sitting in celebration of who you are and who you've become. Feels beautiful. Kyanite Blue, letting go. So you have been and are letting go of old patterns, old toxic behaviors, old relationships that haven't served you. And because you've been letting go of all of that, you've been doing the forgiveness, you've been doing the shadow work, you've been feeling the joy. You're not closed off to it anymore. Also seeing your throat chakra here. So I'm seeing you verbalizing more what it is you want, and being more verbal with your needs, your desires. And I see you manifesting. I also see you giving a middle finger here to the things that don't serve you anymore. You're letting go of it. There's a lot of power in forgiveness, and because of this forgiveness, you're feeling joy now. It's like you've gone through these trials, tribulations, and now you're at a spot in your life where you're ready to feel joy for everything that's around you. So you got expect powerful change in new moon and eclipse, and the end of a tough cycle approaches, full moon in Capricorn. So yeah, there's been some toxic activities, some toxic behaviors, some instability in Just instability in your life. Like perhaps it was things like you were dissociating with alcohol or drugs or food or something because you weren't sitting in a place of love. But because you've done this work, because you've started letting go, because you've started vocalizing for yourself, you have invited this powerful change in. You've invited this joy in. Look at the joy behind this. You're no longer living in this darkness. It's like it's exploding behind you. It's exploding everywhere for you. This joy is. You don't need to stay in this energy of the past and of toxic relationships that have ended. You don't need to stay in that energy anymore. That's not who you are. It's who you were. But be grateful for that change. You are grateful for that change because, I mean, if you're not changing, you're stagnant. You know, do you want to be stagnant or do you want to change? I know change is important, but I have 2 fixed signs, you know, Taurus and Leo. So I don't like change, but I also know that change is necessary for me to feel joy. Change comes when you let go of the past. Change comes when you learn from the past. And learning from the past is what this cycle is. You finally learned these lessons. It's like you had to go through the same toxic relationships in the past to learn this lesson of joy, to get to this place where you're feeling this rainbow of love. And now you're finally here. You're finally done with this BS. You're finally ready to put yourself first in a relationship. So for my single friends, I can see that many of you are getting over a tough relationship or several tough relationships that have left you feeling pretty scarred, pretty blue, pretty fed up. But you also haven't lost a lot of your light. It still feels like your light is there. You're run down, you're beat up all the time, but you emerge and you're like, okay, let's just do it again. I don't feel like your heart has been super hardened. And Spirit wants to say thank you for that. Because when you keep your heart open, that keeps a path for them to keep sending you love and for you to keep loving other people. And that's what you've done. You've never stopped loving people through this. I'm seeing a dragon here. You've been a dragon. You've come into your power and you realize that you're bigger than the little people that have hurt you. For my friends that are in a relationship, it hasn't been it hasn't been easy letting your walls down. It's been very tough. It's been very tough to let a person in. You have a lot of layers. You've got a lot of spots. You know, you've got a lot of void that you feel is not going to be filled. But it will by you. It just hasn't been because you've been having to do so much shadow work. You've been having to let go of and heal so much of your past. And you can't feel the change yet. You can't see the light at the end of the tunnel yet because you are still in it. You're still healing. You're still doing the work that you need to get out of this area. And I am seeing that some of you have been in a relationship for a long time And in this relationship, you've stopped putting a lot of your emotional fulfillment and emotional needs on hold, as people sometimes do when you're in a relationship. Now you're two people coming together as one. But I see you needing to reclaim your individuality in your relationship. And I see you letting go of feeling like you need to be a certain way for this partner. If you're already in a relationship, you don't need to impress this person. You need to impress yourself. Because when you feel good about yourself and you focus on yourself, your partner is going to love it. And if they don't love it, then they'll let it be known. And then you can move on to somebody who does love it. But I really don't see that happening. I don't see such a radical change that the partner you're with now just doesn't know who you are. It is a radical change that isn't physical. It's a radical change that is emotional, mental, and spiritual. And you're doing the work, and you're going to reap the rewards soon. This tough cycle is coming to an end. This joy is coming to you. The universe rewards motion. What guided action can you take today? The universe rewards motion. So you're not stagnant. You know that you need to keep changing. You know that you need to keep moving forward. You need to know that you need to stay in motion. I'm seeing you dance. Maybe some of you can take dance lessons together, or go out dancing, or you need to dance more. You can radically change your results by shifting your beliefs. What belief is limiting you? So, what is it that you are ignoring about? So there's you feel like you should be feeling a certain way, but you're not. You feel a different way, and that's causing you stress. It's like you can't see the middle ground here. You're both ways. But don't worry. Change your results, change your path, change the way you're thinking, and you're going to get back on the same path. You're being watched by loving eyes. What if you're actually an ancient gladiator of love and joy, there's the joy again, who agreed to visit Earth during these primitive years to spark some new thinking, share a few smiles, and help others discover they too are awesome? Just saying, the universe. P.S. Up for a joust? Of course, with rubber thingies. That's a weird card. I love it. You are in a place where you want to experience this love and joy, and you are experiencing this love and joy because you are healing from the past. And in healing, you are able to help other people heal. You may not see it, but you are a healer when you heal. You will be surprised. Ask with love, and their answer may surprise you. Yet whatever their answer, be happy, and this may surprise them. Hi, it's love, and I, the universe. So this, I think, is you changing what it is you want to change within yourself, within your relationship. And this is just confirmation that if you are in a relationship, when you do change, this major transformation that's happening within you is going to be well received by everybody else. Maybe your partner's like, oh my God, they're doing all this meditation and all of this journaling and all this shadow work. I don't know what any of this is. But then they start to watch you, and because your light is just shining and you are so happy and you're so healthy and you are so joyous, they're going to be like, holy, I want this. And that's going to surprise them. you're going to be an attractor of love, for love. Community, and round and round. All right, so community and round and round. So in letting go of these tough love cycles that we've been in, completing these cycles now is going to bring in a whole new community for you. A whole new group of people who want to love you for who you are, who want to share your passions, want to share your excitement. And so it begins again. Then you're going to have all of these new people in your life, and you're going to start this new cycle again. And it's all good. There's absolutely nothing bad about it. You are, in 2022, you've just come almost full circle with this healing of old relationships, and you're so ready for love. You're so ready to love yourself. And because you have gotten to this point where you do love yourself and you're ready to continue to love yourself, other people want to love you. So if you're in a relationship and you are doing all of this work, your partner is going to benefit. And it is not selfish for you to take time and focus on yourself. If you are single, you are single because you have had to learn tough lessons. You've had to be with people that haven't made your heart sing, so that when you finally realize that it's you who needs to make your heart sing, other people are ready to catch a tune. You know, I'm going to shuffle some other cards, get some more clarification here. But I just see that you're done feeling stagnant. You're done feeling like you're giving all of this energy too much thought. You're ready to let this rainbow light in. Ooh. All right, pile 3, 2022, love and romantic partnerships. Ooh, I see a 2 of Cups. So you have 2 of Cups, relationship. You have Queen of Swords, fairness. All is fair in love and war. And you have the High Priestess, inner wisdom. So look at this. Life hasn't been fair. You're holding the scales of justice because you are now at a point in your life where you can let people go. You can let the things that the people had done to you go. You can let the anger, the resentment go because you don't feel that anymore. You feel joy for having been through that situation because it's made you who you are now. With this inner wisdom that you have acquired through all of this shadow work, through all of this forgiveness, you are ready now to love somebody, to let somebody in wholly. You are ready to see in your marriage or in the relationship that you're in right now, you're ready to see where you guys are shining and where you're not, where you need to improve and where is going great. You are also able to see outside of your relationships and see them for what they are and see how amazing you are for touching those people's lives. For my single friends, you are ready to be in a relationship. Love is coming to you. You have done the work. It's on its way. If you want it, it's there. This person, this masculine energy is holding out for this feminine energy to come in and for yin and yang to mesh. This is pregnancy. It's not necessarily, I don't really see pregnancy as in like a baby. I see pregnancy as in this new beginning because you've done the work, you've let it go, you're ready. And the wisdom, the magic is there with you guys. 2021 feels like it was really hard for you guys, but 2022 feels amazing. Feels like you're ready to step into your happiness, and I absolutely love that for you. Also, your bottom of the deck energy is Queen of Wands, determination, Aries. So you are starting new. Look at all these horns. You've learned, and now you are ready to charge forward with your new knowledge, with your new love, your new way of thinking. You are determined to be happy. And it's amazing. Your guys' energy is so happy. Well, that's all I have for you, Pile 3, for your 2022 love, romantic partnerships, and connections reading. If you liked it, maybe like my video or leave a comment so I can see. Other than that, I will hopefully be back next week with another reading. And maybe it'll be about the finances that I wanted to do today and not about romance. But we'll see. Bye!